Hey guys, this is John the Hedgehog here, back from an episode of Final Fantasy VII. Last time, we escaped the Coral Prison and found out more about Barret, beat his friend and watched him die, and then we did the Chocobo race in the Gold Saucer, and now we got the buggy and we're going to explore some areas. Before we do that though, we're gonna get some enemy skills real quick. First is one that we can get right here from the Harpy. Not these guys. These guys can die. Not that one. It's the Harpy is located in this area right over here. Hang on. Planet protected. Well, one of our materia leveled up. Which one was it? It's probably the one of the magic materials, probably. Spawn in. Okay, it's this guy. This is the Harpy. Now, this guy will basically naturally throughout the fight, he can cast Aqua Lung. Yep, right here, Aqua Lung. And now we've gotten that enemy skill. Basically, what it does is it casts water elemental water elemental damage to all party members, which is very nice. And that's actually the earliest you can get Aqua Lung. If you, there's a certain enemy later on in the game that can give you Aqua Lung if you didn't know about this area right over here. Next up is actually one that I showed off in a previous video. Not this guy. This guy can die. Okay. So, where we want to go? We want to go by Costa del Sol. If you remember the beach plugs that I told you about, well, now that we have the manipulate materia... Did I seriously not put the manipulate materia on one of my characters? Okay, I didn't. Okay, well, here's that. Okay. So, the manipulate materia. Once we get the beach plug to spawn in, we're going to... You know, I'm going to get the buggy out the way. Okay. Once you get the manipulate materia, we can do, I think it's these guys, right? Yeah, one. And do that. Now, Aeris can manipulate them. We can use Big Guard, and that's the enemy skill that we get from them. So that's basically how the manipulate materia works. You target an enemy that you want to manipulate, and you can use their abilities on you, or themselves if you wish. But basically, to kind of give a explanation as to what Big Guard does. Big Guard gives you barrier, magic barrier, and haste to all allies, which is pretty nice. And then, as I said, Waterlog does water damage to all opponents, which is pretty neat. Alright, so, now that we've done all that, now we can continue on with our quest. There we go. I'm just gonna turn off encounter real quick. I've been thinking about grinding off screen, like a little bit. I'll actually show later as far as health goes and stuff. I mean, levels are important, yes, but there are certain things that'll help later that'll make leveling a little bit less necessary. I think this building right here, we don't necessarily need to be in here. No one's here. We'll come back later. Yeah, so remember this building for later. It'll become important later. This building will become important. I believe in one of these areas, there's actually a enemy skill from this place that we can get. And I do want to say, let me just check something real quick here. Let me just double check. Like I said, if I ever pause like the gameplay, or I stop whatever I'm doing, I'm looking over certain things. Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, right. Okay, well then, what we're gonna do then? Actually, we're gonna travel back to Costa del Sol because I didn't think this was possible. We can actually go back to the previous area. So actually, we're not going. The next area we would have gone to would have been Gongaga, but we're gonna go ahead and get us some more enemy skills. This is gonna be an enemy skill video basically. Okay, come on. Yes, I'll pay. So we have to pay 100 gil to get on the ship, and this will bring us back to Junon. And I was over here thinking that we couldn't go back to Junon. But I guess we can. Well, that's good. I believe I've already been in here, but just in case if I missed anything, which I don't think I did. No, we're good. No. If I do see something that I missed off screen, I'll point it out on the next episode. Also, I don't think... Yeah, we can't go that way right now, so that way is blocked off. We're making the long, arduous trek through Junon. And what we want to do, we want to make ourselves... want to go this way. And now that this area is open, I believe we can go in and out of here at will. We don't have to worry about going through everything, I don't think. Once we've taken this elevator, it'll be like a fast travel point. I think. Okay, yeah, but it'll cost 10 gil. So yeah, it's a little faster area of going there. Anyways, so now. There's a big guy, or big monster you want to fight. If I can get him to spawn in. Not this one. Let me just make sure I got this right. Okay, so... we're just gonna run around here for a while. Because, like I said, there is an enemy we do want to encounter. Next. Yeah, like I said, this is, let's see. That's not what I meant to do, but sure, we'll go with it. Anyways, the monster we're looking for, it's called I'm about to butcher this word, his name, the Zemzilet, and it's basically a giant bird-looking monster, but it'll give you the enemy skill White Wind, which if you played any of the previous Final Fantasy games, you will know that it is a very good spell. It restores the amount of HP of the max HP that the person that casts it has, which is very nice. Well, I'm gonna see if maybe going in the grass might make a difference. I don't think it does, but because right now we're having no luck getting this thing. Like this video might be a bit longer than the others because we're kind of having to rely on RNG a little bit for getting these enemy encounters. Oh, here we go. So it's this enemy you want to encounter. These M's a lot. Of course I missed, of course. That's not annoying at all. Alright, you know what? Hold on. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna kill the small fry. And maybe if we can get him to get on the ground, maybe then we could. There. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to use White Wind. Did I, like, do something wrong? Oh, his freaking... Wow. Hold on. Let me see if I can... Wow. See if I can throw an ether on him. Make him do it. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now that's done. Wow. Also, he has Thunderbolt. That's funny. Right, so now, as I've previously said, now Cloud, well, whoever holds this enemy skill now has the ability to use White Wind. Where's White Wind? There it is. Yeah, HP, restored HP and statuses for every ally. Very, very nice. Alright, so now we're going to make our way back, because that was the only monster we needed to fight for right now to get the enemy skill from. That's in this region anyways. So now we're just going to go and pay this guy to get in and do that. Come on, there we go. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we'll go this way. So yeah, so now we're just retracing our steps going all the way back through Junon. Fortunately, there will be a time where we don't have to do all this in order to get from point A to point B, but trust me, once we eventually get the airship, it'll be a whole lot better traversal of this world. Okay, now we're back at Costa del Sol, finally. Okay. And the last thing we need to do now before continuing on to the next area is we need to go fight a enemy called a Touch Me, which is actually found in the area around Gongaga. So we're gonna go in that area that we were. Gongaga, if you don't know, is that little this like blown up looking thing right here. I think this is Gongaga right here. So this is the area we want to be in. I need to turn encounters back on. And basically what Touch Me's are, they're the frog guys. Yeah. So we're just gonna blow these guys up real quick. How dare they try to turn us to stone? Yeah, so I believe it is this one right here. This forest here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so what we want to do is you want to manipulate one of them. Or, well, yeah, that's the move that we want to happen. We want them to use Frog Song. Oh, there we go. Okay, well then, there we go. That's what we want to happen. Alright, Planet Protector. Damn it. Come on. Well, this is getting annoying. Can't even do nothing. Planet Protector. There we go. Now they can't do anything to us. Alright, so I think we should kill them off one by one. Now that Aerith is basically immortal or immune to damage or anything, we can just pick them off. Satellite beam, there we go. Unfortunately, unlike other games, I believe those negative status effects only last in battle, they don't carry over. So yeah, so you get what you ask for. Frog Song, basically, yeah, it casts Sleep Spell and Frog on opponents. So there's that. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Alright, I'll be there in a minute. But yeah, so there's that. And actually, hold on, let me just look over my notes here real quick, because I gotta check one thing here. Make sure this is accurate. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, okay then. That's on. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Hold on one second. It's not a problem. The door was locked anyway, so I had to. Alright. Well, anyways, alright. We are back. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, so now, without further ado, now that we just got all the enemy skills that we can get, at least for the time being, anyways. Now we can move on to Gongaga. But yeah, so we're just gonna do that real quick. I'm pretty sure this is where we need to go. Oh, wait, no, wait, is this not it? Is someone there? Hey, Rude, who do you like? What are you getting so embarrassed about? Come on, who do you like? Tifa, yeah. That's a tough one. But poor Elena, no, she likes Shang. I never knew that, but Shang likes that ancient. What are you talking about? It's so stupid. They always talk about who they like or don't like, but Shang is different. Oh no! They're here. They're really here. Then it's time. Rude, don't go easy on them. Not even the girls. Don't worry, I'll do my job. Then we're counting on you. I'll report to Shang. It's been a while. Payback time for what you did in Sector 7. That's sad. That's as far as you go. So, fun fact. Remember how Rude said that he likes Tifa? So, if you actually had Tifa in your party during this fight, Rude will deliberately not target Tifa until the other two party members are down and he has to target him. So that's a little fun little fact about this fight. But anyways, Reno and Rude. Rude has 1,200 HP and Reno has 2,000 HP. So all in all, since we do have, after all, we do have Limit Break, so this is going to be an easy fight. So, yeah. That Planet Protector. Yep. And just for beating them, we got the Fairy Tail, which is a weapon for Eris. The Fairy Tail. How could they know we were coming? They followed us, but there weren't any signs of it. Then that means a spy, maybe. No way. I don't even want to think about there being a spy. I trust anyone. I trust everyone. Alright, well, after that boss fight and getting a whole bunch of enemy skills, I think that's a good place to end things off. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment on the screen. Hit that notification bell for some more awesome content. Alright guys, next time we'll be going through the rest of Gongaga.